ResearchGate, Mars into Space. This is a launch model and not a final product. The theme of the ATL Space Challenge that we took is Research Space. Our tagline: Innovate, Collaborate, and Curate. So, who am I? My name is Aditya, and I warm heartedly welcome you to this session. I'm a student from Grade 8 Harvest International School in Bangalore, India. So, first, I would like you to get introduced to my project, which is ResearchGate Mars into Space. So, this is basically a project, a large scale project built with a few more products. So, what is the problem? Onboard people to get Mars ready and certified. So, why should we get people Mars ready and certified? Well, this is because the red planet will come to Earth in that 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 the red planet, the closest the red planet will come to Earth will be in the next 15 years or the year 2035 according to earthsky.org. Usually, if we launch during this period, if we launch a spacecraft during this period, the travel time of interstellar space between Earth and Mars or Mars and Earth will be reduced to only a slash 5 months. Now, that's like reducing 3 months from interstellar space travel time period. That too, if we launch every 2 years, then it is 8 months. If we launch regularly, then it could take 11 to 12 months. Like regularly in the sense 1 month, 2 months, every 1 month, 2 months we launch. Mars usually comes closer to Earth, not the closest, closer to Earth every 2 years, and that time the travel period is 8 months. So if Mars comes the closest to us, it will only take 5 months. Now that's a great opportunity to launch a spacecraft, because if we are going to launch humans on board that spacecraft, humans don't need to spend more time in space. So the 3 months that they spend in space could be slashed out and could be used to research on Mars. So as many governmental run organizations like NASA and ISRO plan to send astronauts to Mars from many different differently based communities. So they could be tribals, they could be engineers, they could be doctors, they could be from any work field, or they could be from many different parts of the world. So, as they are going to send people to Mars, we need to make people ready, as we believe that young learners should know the basics of a Mars and a Mars colony and how to survive there, as we don't know whether they will be the future citizens. So, young learners can be the future citizens of a Mars colony. As the topic Mars is not explained in great detail in school textbooks, and the topic is also not discussed in detail, young students may find it difficult to research on the topic in great depth, either for school project or something else. So, we plan to address this problem and make a solution for it. That too, going in going in great depth about Mars. So, Mars into space working. So, how are you Mars and space briefed and ready to go to space? How much? How much do you know about Mars? How much do you know about space? How much do you know that uh, basically how much knowledge do you have about Mars and space and the universe? If you don't have enough knowledge, and if you don't think that you have enough knowledge, how will you gain knowledge? If not, how? So, Mars into Space addresses this issue when a lot of opportunity doors have been opened. The sudden outbreak of a pandemic caused by the coronavirus. So, we have taken opportunity of the pandemic that has been caused by coronavirus, Making use of this opportunity and with the support of our school, family, and most of all the Adult Tinkering Lab Space Challenge platform 2021, we made a product called Mars into Space. So, the product. Getting Mars verified and mentally ready is easy. It's super easy actually. Not even easy, super easy. Lemon squeezy, super easy. So, being at home, also at your comfort zone, instead of getting bored and cranky all the time. Being bored and cranky is not a great idea, that to sitting at home. So we know that all the students, all the young learners, and all the entrepreneurs are kind of getting bored at home. So by filling and going through just a bunch of material based questions is very easy at home, that too at a comfort zone. So whenever you want to fill these questions, whenever you feel like reading a book, you just go on to our platform. We give you reading material as well, and after that reading material you can answer some questions as well regarding to that reading material. So everything is there in the reading material, so you don't get bored. We also have interactive videos on our YouTube channel, and that too for free, from no money, like from no money from your pocket, so you don't have to pay a extra penny from your pocket. Isn't that amazing? Well, I think it is. So let's go on to the next slide. Now the main question comes to this part, that why should I basically do this? How does this create value to me or benefit me in any way, because no one talks about Mars in day-to-day life? Well, you may get inspired by the technological advancements made possible by the exploration and research done on Mars and create something useful for the people here on Earth. So there's a tool called MOXIE, which is on the Perseverance rover, which was launched, which landed on Mars in March 2020. In March 2020. So this rover had an experiment called MOXIE. Basically, this can extract oxygen from carbon dioxide. So we all know that Mars has a lot of carbon dioxide, about 95%. So this basically extracts oxygen from it. So this is a technological advancement. So we can use this as well here on Earth. So we can extract oxygen from the carbon that is there in our atmosphere. So let's take the example of India here. So in the national capital of India, that is Delhi, every year during the November December period, there's a lot of smog in the city due to stubble burning. So this smog mostly consists of carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide. So we can use MOXIE over here to extract. We can use MOXIE over here to extract oxygen from that carbon dioxide. So the carbon dioxide is killing, but oxygen on the other hand is the life giving, this is the life giving gas that we all breathe to stay alive. So we can use that technology here on Earth to benefit humankind. This can also act as a getaway from boredom and as a time killer. If you are from the mining industry, you could explore a possibility of space mining. So what do I mean by space mining here is, so we all know that metals in the earth are in limited quantity. They can get exhausted like fossil fuels, and we may not have enough to support the current needs of humankind. So we can get metals, minerals from other asteroids or planets which have some specific minerals or metals in in abundance. So let's talk about Mars as well over here. So Mars has a lot of iron in abundance. So we can do space mining on Mars and get that iron here on Earth and use it for the benefit of humankind. Rocks also rocks in space, basically asteroids, also have a lot of gold, silver, diamond in them. So we could basically get all that gold, silver, diamond here on Earth to make jewelry, and that jewelry can also have a tag name known as space jewelry. So that the word space will attract more people to buy the jewelry. Or if you're from the tourism industry, then space tourism is a very popular idea today as more and more civilians explore space. So you may have heard of many people traveling to space. So those are basically civilians traveling to space, and that is space tourism. Now let's come to the scientific industry. You may want to do a scientific innovation or a scientific advancement in science. So, as I already told, technological advancement on Mars can be used here on Earth for the benefit of people. So, the same thing applies to the science industry. So, we can build on top of the science innovations that took us to Mars, and then we can use it here on Earth. So, our product is a good way to start learning, exploring, and innovating Mars. Also, if you're a student, this may be useful in some school project that you do. So, I personally has have experienced this. So I had a school project in which I had to give a presentation about Mars in a base. The I had an assembly. So the theme itself was Mars in the assembly during the World Space Week. So I found it difficult to learn more about Mars. So that's why I made this product so that school students can find it easier to learn about some things. As well as already I told you the whole thing. So, you know, it can be applicable in many other fields. So let's go to the next slide. Our process is easy. Yeah, so this is basically a time chart kind of thing. So the seed of idea, then we took the idea to a product, then we showcased it to the world, and then we earned our first revenue by selling ebooks. So we also have an ebook of 12 to 14 pages that people can read as a reading material. It's not basically an ebook, it's a magazine, e-magazine kind of thing. So it's with a lot of content. You can get to know about Mars in great depth. So, our SWOT analysis. So, what is SWOT? Strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So, I'm not sure if you can see this. So, I'm just going to move my video to another side. So, our strengths. Educating people at the right time is crucial for victory. So, if you educate people at the right time and the right moment, because if the market is hot in the field, in the field, so if you educate people during that time via your company can go and accelerate. It can be just like a bar graph that is just going up continuously. So that's the advantage of educating people at the right time. The COVID-19 period has highlighted this issue. So educating people at the right time of COVID, basically educating people about the COVID virus at the right time was crucial. So many companies who basically tried to educate people about COVID and made products for COVID analysis and the public knowledge have succeeded a lot. So the COVID-19 period has highlighted this. We at Mars into Space, making this a point, try to make use of this opportunity and period, as many space companies are thinking to go to Moon and then Mars. As you may already know, the Artemis space program by NASA is aiming at the same goal, Moon to Mars. So first we go to Moon, we habitate there, then using the same technology we go to Mars, and that too soon. As multiple gateways of the IoT are open to us, we make use of it to connect people. So, what is the IoT? This word may be familiar to some of you, but for the non familiar ones, IoT is the Internet of Things. So, as we know, online classes have used a lot of IoT, We have many platforms which can support online meetings, that to face, sitting at your own house and connecting to someone. So let me take example. You're sitting here in India, you can connect to someone in the US. So that is the advantage of IoT. So IoT can connect anywhere in the world as long as you have an internet connection and a basic device to view different things. So we are going to make use of it by building a website. We have a website, and then over over on it we are going to host webinars and post content over there so that people get to know about Mars. And not but last the least, so we also have a Google form in place that can help people basically test their knowledge about Mars. So enough with the strengths. Now let's come to the weakness. So our weakness is technical issues in areas such as automatic certificate generation and automatic email. So we need more people. We need more manpower and technical people to help us in this area. So we are not sure how to generate automatic certificates and send these certificates automatically to the people who have attended our questions, our quizzes, and have an accuracy of more than 80%. So, as I already mentioned, Mars ready and certified. So, you get Mars ready by reading that material and answering questions, but you get only certified when you answer above 80%. So the certification, we are not able to generate automatic certificates. We have to do it manually, and manually we have a lot of people already actively participating in in this uh, in this product. So automatic certificate generation becomes tedious for us as there are many people, and automatic email as well. As there are many people emailing, we have to do it manually again. So let's go to the opportunities. Mars into Space addresses the issue when the sudden outbreak of the pandemic caused by the virus has gotten people bored and depressed. This is the right time to educate people about Mars, as the shortened time travel period in the year 2035 is closing in. So, as we know that educating people is not a one day affair, it takes months and sometimes years as well. So we want to educate people right now because we have got the opportunity right now, and we don't want to drag it till 2035. So what are our threats? The lack of fund. We don't have enough fund to support the products that we are making. We don't, as you know, that we have to host our website, and that also requires money, and make our website, that also requires money. So we need expertise also in the field of uh, it basically Internet of Things. So we need manpower, we need people to go back behind the system and continuously adjust and solve our issues. And competitors could also pose a serious threat to our survival. It is crucial and necessary for innovation. So this is crucial and necessary for innovation, and not the least of all, productivity. As this, at the end of the day, matters a lot. So let me go to the next slide. Okay. So as I told you, we have already a lot of people participating in our product. We have reached 1 lakh students and young entrepreneurs across India. So this is our reach. Now let's see our products. As our tagline: innovate, collaborate, and curate. So this is our web app. Basically, you can go through this text. I'll just leave it open for some time. So yeah, I think you can pause the video sometime and read it through. So this is our website viewed on laptop. Basically, if you're on laptop, our website would look like this. Then if you're on a mobile and a tablet device, this is the iPad Pro and the Nexus mobile. So it would look like this. And then our mobile application, our mobile when viewed on iPhone 12, this is not to copy anything of the Apple Incorporated. This is just to showcase our product. So we also made an ebook, as I already told you, a mobile application, so you can view the documentation for downloading the app, as you'll have to change a few settings. And then we have a 3D model of Mars as well. You can download this and view it with 3D viewer on Windows 10. uh, and we have community, so if you want to ask any question or anything, you can just go on to our community and you can post your query. We will respond as soon as possible. Then we have a YouTube channel. The product explanation will come soon enough, and the recording of the webinar one which we conducted will also be available. Thank you very much for attending my product demonstration and explanation session. It has been a great day. Thank you. May you all have a great day ahead.